Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jalen Dolls, of course, and this is Jalen Unplugged. Today is Thursday, is the last trading day of the week. We're approaching the week in a pretty good market, pretty decent market. We've been actually trending uh bearish and bullish, like we are actually having trends. It's not just consolidation. So let's go ahead and jump on the charts and find our zones. Let's go. So on the monthly, as you can see, we are bearish. And we are still in that bottom area. Looks like we could maybe have a buy down here. And as you can see, we're getting that same story. So we were bearish, but after this candle here, we wicked something at the bottom and it pushed us back up. So it's very possible that we could be respecting lows and trending back to the top side. So coming to the daily, we're getting that same story. We were trending down and we started to consolidate. We took liquidity, popped back up, and since then we've been respecting the low of that downward push that we had. And you can see it better here. We had that spike to the bottom, spiked us back up, and then we pushed down, taking creating a low. And after we created that low, we came back up, respected the high, and dropped lower. So we did take the liquidity off of this move here, and we did tap into whatever fair value gap right here. We took the low, tap in this fair value gap right below here, and it looks like price is trying to get back to the upside, but we could still possibly still be bearish. It is very possible to be bearish. But on the 4 hour, we did take one, two, three, four highs. Let's see what we got on the 1 hour, because we realistically still don't really have a zone yet. So we do have a supply here. We do have this supply right here that we could be trading off of. Let's see if we have any other zones here. So we have a bigger demand right here. This is what pushed the price back up. And so we could be selling if we respect this high, and we could take this low and possibly even take this low here. And yeah, that kind of looks good. I'm not gonna lie. It does look good. We had a good push to the bottoms, taking this low out here. If we respect this high or this high right here, we could continue down, making a sell. And look at that. That even lines up with the 30. So this zone here is what pushed us up, and this would be our target here. It would be our target, or we could be even using this to then buy back up. And the only reason I'm taking this one instead of this one is that you always want the first gap, the first push, because that's where all the actual buyers and sellers are, whether it's the very top up here for the sells and the very bottom down here for the buys. But the way it's looking right now, you might be taking a sell. It's still kind of early at 718, and price could hover right above here. So I would just like to see this get respected, or for us to tap back into this up here. Now, we do have a zone here on the 15, and our zone looks even better now down below. Oh, realistically, this did not get tapped here. That would be last resort. If we break this, we're probably just going to continue to sell. I mean, we're probably going to continue to buy up if we break this here. So I definitely want to wait and see how we do here. But we also have this right behind it. So now with this, we did tap it already. Get down, Zion. Move. So with this, we did already tap it. And that's what is actually holding price down is this bigger supply. But this smaller one, because it is already tapped off of that, we could also use that to respect. Um, I would like to see a buy happen just because we did take all of these highs, but we would need to be either down here or down here to do a buy. So it's more than likely that we're going to be taking a sell unless price just pushes down dramatically before the open, before we actually open. It is possible. So we're pretty much just going to be waiting and watching.
Maybe it's not so hard to follow this path, and maybe it's actually going to take some burden off of my back. But I'm doing my reading for today, a couple pages down the back, and I don't know what to tell you. I was just watching PJR's blog yesterday, and he was talking about how if any human that has two arms and two legs could do it, I could do it too. And I'll be feeling the exact same way. All the people that's living in these mega mansions here, they're just regular people. They're just everyday people like you and me. All they did was found something that worked for them and stuck with it long enough. That's all it takes. You got to have patience and you got to go for it. You got to believe that you can do it. I think for me, having faith has been the biggest thing since the beginning. I always knew since I was a young kid that I was going to do this. And I know some of you guys that's watching this video right now know exactly how I felt when I was younger and still feel to this day. Some people just got that, bro. I don't know how to explain it. Some people just got it. They just known since they were young that they were going to be destined for something greater in the world. And that's not to say that along some points of the journey you don't doubt yourself.
All right, guys. So it is 7:39. I found my areas that I wanted to trade off of. So the first big area that I seen, let's go back real quick. So the first area that I seen and it stood out to me was this supply right here. But as you can see, there's no gaps, no nothing. So I had to go deeper to so I had to go deeper to find the areas within this zone here. And when you come to the 1 hour is now where you can see the gaps. So we had a supply right here, but we had another supply right behind it. So price was drawn to the higher supply. So I deleted the zone that I had here, but obviously the zone still starts right here. This big area, this whole big area is one supply, but then we find other supplies within it. So if when we go to the 30, you can see we have a supply to the left here, further left, that the highs were not broken from. And that area, this entire candle is one big supply, which is why price was able to break this supply right here because we're still within this big supply candle right here. And when you go a little deeper, you can now see we have a higher 5 minute supply zone. And then within that high 5 minutes, 15 minute supply zone, I'm sorry, we have a high 5 minute supply zone, which is this blue area. And price came into the blue area, and what happened? We rejected it. So now what I'll be waiting for is for price to come back to tap into this green area, and then we take a sell off of that area price action, as long as the price action is right and good, we'll be taking the sell with our stop loss right above the high, and then we'll then move stops accordingly. So that's all we're pretty much waiting for. We just gotta wait and see what price wants to do here. But it is 7:40, so it's still too early for me to start trading. So I'm literally just watching. Because it's a good chance that because we're tapping into it so early that we're gonna break this zone and continue to go higher. So I just want to be patient and wait for my trading window to open. Um, but yeah, as you can see, we literally came and tapped this area perfectly and it rejected. Look at that. So we'll just be waiting for price to come back up again, respecting these highs and this high, and then we take the sell. But we just gotta wait till 8 o'clock. That's it. So we're just gonna be patient, sit on our hands, and relax until 8 o'clock.
Just want everybody to know how expensive owning a Ferrari is, and my boy gave me a discount. When your car gets serviced, that's what it looks like right there. Yeah, you should be trading. Just saying. All right, boys, update. They came up to me, was like, yo, what do you want to listen to? I'm like, house, bro. Put it on. Well, it's immaculate right now. The vibes are immaculate. This is the environment I like to work out in right now. Big thumbs up on that because I don't think no other gym in the area that we're in is gonna let me play the music I want to play like this. It's like it sucks not being me because you see your guts slowly jump in. It's like I feel like I see my guts slowly working its way in. I haven't taken it either. Oh, you're very we just got done and we're gonna rate the gym 1 out of 10. Be honest. We're gonna take the same time. Ready? All right, let me think about it. Let me think about it. One, two, three, five. Solid five. Okay, now why am I going to rate that a 5 out of 10? There wasn't a lot of equipment there at all. The equipment that was there was pretty cool, but there wasn't enough at all. The ambiance, trash. Nobody really working out. I didn't see one bodybuilder in this gym. You can't wear a white fucking tank top. They're my favorites. He's an Alexon tank tops. He said, yeah, you can't wear a white tank top because, people will use those for work. And I said, bitch, I don't work. I'm an entrepreneur. What the fuck are you talking about? The overall rules, the gym itself, I didn't know if I was at church or I had a job there or I don't know what it was, guys, but nope. So on to the next morning, boys. Today's day two of trying. You guys are going to try it. It was something more. All right, so it looks like the area that we're in. So it looks like Price is respecting this area to the left here. It is possible you can get this. So let's just mark that out as well. But we are respecting. Let me mark this high so I can see where we're at. Perfect. So we respected this high to the left and we dropped below it. So if we can hold this high is what we'll be looking for, and then we just need to push to the bottom and then a retest that to the top. And then that will be our trade for the day. But we just gotta wait till 8 o'clock. In case price does what it just did and take out all of these zones. So we're just being patient, we're waiting, and I like what we're getting because we're overextending. We're gonna need to stop somewhere up here and fall back to the bottom to balance out this big ass move that we just did. But we did take these highs here. We respected this high to the left. So we're just waiting and seeing what we get. But I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. We're gonna break it. There's only 2 minutes left. What we doing? We're gonna break it? Hey, we broke it. All right, so it looks like we're coming for the supply at the top. Let's delete this. We have a high gap right here. So what the 4 hour looks like real quick. So this is that 4 hour supply. So this is literally perfect. This is the perfect swing area right here. The perfect area for real, for real. Let's see what we got here. So there's not really there's no like gap to mark or nothing like that. Other than like up here, but that is a very, very tight and uncomfortable trade. I like this one over here better, low key. But we still haven't even made it up that high yet. We're trying though.
So it looks like the setup is happening right under that 4 hour zone, which is cool with me, but I just would have rather tapped into that.
Order
I'm gonna
filled.
just try it.
Morning.
Good morning, dude.
You're recording.
Yes.
I'm gonna talk with you. Order filled.
So I want to get my stops here, but until we actually make that move to the bottom, I'm gonna leave it in a safe spot. I'm willing to risk that much. So if we lose that much, it is what it is. But this is what our position looks like. All right, so we're risking 180. All you gotta do is disrespect this and we should be okay. We just need to see price drop through this demand here. Once we fall through this demand, we should be good on our position. Jalissa, Zion, leave her alone. Okay, I guess we're not gonna retest the high again. I thought we were gonna retest the high, so I just didn't want to get taken out on that retest. Price is moving weird here, so Jew. All right, 5. We got that 7 on the 5 on the 3 is here. I knew you wanted to retest that shit again, bro.
Order filled.
Damn, dog. We're like right there by that gap. That's why, bro.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right, now we should be good, bro. Like, but price action today was terrible. I did not want to take two trades today, bro. Wow. There's 5 minutes left on this hour candle. Yeah,
Order
I'm just
filled.
gonna make my profit back and get off. That's what we're doing. We are done. We made 230. Could have been more, but we took a L on the first one. So it is what it is. All right, y'all. So this is later in the day. I was getting on to edit, and look at this. To see this, it is very, very frustrating to see this when I knew the move was gonna happen and we dropped for a 1 to 15. But instead, I got chopped up and then it made the move. This is frustrating. I mean, either way, I would have been out in profit just because. Oh, hold on. Let's go back real quick. Just because it came back at 1 to 3. But if I were able, if I would have gotten in and I didn't lose that first trade, I probably would have trailed after a pullback. And that pullback being right here came back for a 1 to 2.4. I probably would have had stops at 1 to 2. And then I would have been just holding this, right? But because I was chopped up in this first uh trade here, we got taken out. Don't know why. Market was just moving weird. So I decided to get out and profit since I was able to recuperate the losses and get profit for the day. We ended green 200 something dollars today. So just for that is why I didn't want to be super emotional and stay in this longer than I needed to because this very much could have reversed because we just took a high. It could have reversed and just decided to keep going up if it wanted to come back and respect some low that's over here somewhere because we technically were making bullish price action at a supply and we technically spiked or wicked out of that supply. So because we broke this supply area, I just didn't want to take the chance of it reversing on me. And I just wanted to get out and profit and end the day green and be happy with what I got. So if I would have held this, it would have paid for sure. It would have paid to hold something like this, but it would have been against my trading rules and how I normally trade. And I just didn't want to do that because this move should have happened here. But for whatever reason, price was just moving weird and it took me out to then deliver the move that I was waiting for. So I really can't be mad about it. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, I really can't be mad about it. It is what it is. We still ended green, but I could have just made so much more money. And our overall target, which was going to be this demand, is getting hit right now. Like it looks like it's going to hit this before market opens tomorrow. It looks like we're going to hit this. So, I mean, it is what it is. We would have gotten a nice move even if we were just targeting the lows over here. If we were just holding this for this target, we would have literally spiked that and it would have been done for the day. But we didn't get that move, unfortunately. But it is what it is. So, I mean, I'm not gonna get too upset about it. It does bother me a little bit, but there's not much I can do about that, bro. There's really not much I can do about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off of this computer now so I can actually edit this. Let's go ahead and how do I stop sharing my screen? Or just make myself bigger?
share. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and remember, stay unplugged. Deuces.